Lucifer, Series 1, Episode 1, titled Pilot. Now, this episode is a really solid way to start the show. Because this episode feels not like a pilot. It feels just natural. It just feels like we're entering a new chapter. It feels like we're just entering this world, but it doesn't feel like it. And it is us introducing the main characters. We see a little bit of Mace, we see a little bit of Megadil, and we know those two characters know about Lucifer and him being the devil and all of that. Definitely Megadil being Angel. But then we have human characters like Chloe and understand Lucifer's personality in this episode, where he's drawn to her because the charms ain't working. The stuff that normally works for other people, him saying, "Tell me, what do you desire?" And then they boom, tell them what they desire. It draws him all that. And yes, the thing with Lucifer, definitely in the first episode, definitely in the first season, is that let's be honest, if your main character is the devil, you don't want him to be a goody two shoes. And if you're devil and your reputation is not being the best person in the world, you're going to have this attitude of, I'm the devil, I can do whatever I want, and fuck you with whoever else thinks. And so there's that douchebagginess towards it, but it's that type of douchebagginess that's kind of like watchable and enjoyable, and you laugh, and it's like, oh my god, he just said that with a sense of laughter. I mean, of course, we got Attack the Douche in this, the introducer Dan. He's not. I'm wondering when Lucifer starts calling him Attack the Douche. Probably episode 2 or 3, probably. Probably is the next episode. And then it's one of those, like, you start laughing, like, oh my lord, Detective Deuce, that's wonderful. The crime itself, it's a dead celebrity close to Lucifer, and that's how he meets Chloe, and the connection of it and how the crime goes well is it feels very natural and very well aggression. Them hammering it home that, like, my guess it's the pilot stuff, it's the network stuff that, at the time when the show was on Fox, probably the showrunners and the writers were like, to get the show on air, we need to mention he's the devil like 45, like 50, like 100 times in a span of 45 minutes. And because of that, you get, I'm the devil, oh, you're the devil, did the devil do this, did the devil do that, did the devil that, and you can sense of it. You thought, like, if they say it one more time, it'd be like, I get it, and it's going to go throughout because Lucifer is like, I want to prove that I am who I say to it. Basically, Lucifer wants to prove Chloe that, hey, he's the actual devil, and it's like that. The scene where we see the psychiatrist is funny. The only criticism I have is it is a bit slow in the middle. I think the scene where they're like having a drink at the bar, and there's that connection scene, all that is a bit slow. That it would be better if they maybe cut that out, but they understand they needed they like, oh my god, that makes a total sense. Oh my god, it's this person all along. Da da da. But it's just like it's just, yeah. And the person who did it, I was like, okay, that makes sense. It is one of a Lucifer thing where, like, the first person you meet or the first person who gets interviewed is probably the first person who is actually the person who did it. It's an odd feeling, but yeah, so a way to open the show.